What's going on, everyone? It's Jared. Thanks for tuning in to CNY Bandit Outdoors. I just got home from work for the day and just wound up picking up, been kind of gathering a couple different swing sets and play set type things that, wooden ones that people were giving away for free, getting rid of, and hoping to get those set up for my kids. And so I had a bunch of, wood like this laying around. I was like, I need to do a quick knife video. So real quick, I got just a 2x4 and I just want to introduce a couple of my favorite knives. I've had this one on the channel a little bit before in a couple of shorts, but both of these are the LT Wright Bushcrafter series. This one in particular was my first LT Wright. This is an LT Wright Bushcrafter HC. It originally had lighter oatmeal micarta scales, which were very lightly vanilla colored. I've modified those a little bit with a lot of use, and they started to darken. Waxed them up a little bit with some wax oil mixture, and then darkened the edges down with a pen torch to kind of accent it. Added a copper wrap, lanyard, extended the cutting edge a little bit. Did the same thing on this guy. This is full flat grind, this is convex, but the HC, this is a slightly older one. That's a 1075 steel, 3/32 thick, so it is flexible, it's durable. The convex on it is really great. It's not too thin behind the edge. I think this flat grind is actually a little thinner behind the edge, but they're both great workhorses. So lots of other videos. The first videos I ever watched of this was for the gauntlet reviews. So if you typed in Bushcrafter HC LT Wright gauntlet, and they put these knives through the paces pretty well. So this is probably my first LT Wright, probably one of my favorite patterns. This has been my EDC blade for a long time, so absolutely love this guy. I carry it not in the original JRE sheath, but this is the sheath I got with it from a friend. This is a SEPR4 Camplor sheath for their Kephart. I do have it wet formed, and the sheath has held up very well. I strop on the back of it all the time, and that knife strops up very nicely on leather. And again, just a great knife. And I keep it nice and sharp. She curls really well. She does other things really well, but just a great blade. I use it kitchen prep a lot, cutting food a lot with my kids, doing like church dinners and such like that, and it's just with ease. And I use this on the carpentry job a lot too. So one of the reasons I'm using a 2x4 right now, I got a bunch of this stuff for scrap, but she feathers really well, and under hard use, she's not afraid to take out some big chunks. She'll work down through. Just an awesome knife to use. And I'm not afraid to, not be afraid to take this thing out in the woods. I have before. She just does really well. And again, she strops up really nice. I took the forest patina off quite a while ago. Just been building that nice natural patina on that guy. So there's that. So this Bushcrafter, I recently got this. I had another desert ironwood one. I traded it to another LT Wright enthusiast, and this is some dark curly maple, and this is A2 tool steel. It has red liners. The normal Bushcrafters like this with the A2 or the 01 are typically 1/8 inch. This had to have been a Redwall or a custom order. This is actually 5/32 thick. And so it's very thick on the spine, which is fine. I did extend the edge very carefully. It's a mod. I did originally on the HC. I've done it on a couple next gens, or one next gen, and I've done it on 2 Bushcrafters as well. But it gives me that full 4-inch cutting edge from tip to here. And one thing, I had a Genesis Larry Roberts for a while. The cutting edge was basically the same, but one thing, I have smaller, large hands, so I liked it that this was just not a whole bunch of the handle sticking out in the back end like the Larry Roberts or the regular Genesis would be. So this is just my preferred pattern. I just absolutely love this. It's very comfortable. Tim Stetzer, a guy from Europe, you can look up his backstory online, but he's the one who designed these for blind horse knives back in the day, and then LT Wright and Battle Horse still make them. But this is full flat grind on this A2, and this guy is also just as equally sharp and very slicey. Again, love this thing for kitchen prep. I've been using it on the job site this week. She'll curl really, really well. And again, would just be a great camp knife. So these are definitely a little more expensive, pricier, because the steel options, things like that, than the HCs. If you can find an HC, by all means, pick it up. Highly recommend them. And again, this guy is no slouch either. We'll just hack through stuff like crazy. If you want to sharpen down a 2x4 for a steak, you know, it really wouldn't take very long at all to do this. But so absolutely love this guy. And of course, this is a Ferro rod. The buddy who gave me my HC, he had one. He had me make 2 Ferro rods for him. Him and I always fist bump, so I carved, this is a handle from an old linoleum knife. I carved a closed fist in the one I made for him and the one for me. He had a darker double red handled HC. I had this one, so I made a dark handled one for him, light colored for me. He said, hey, here's 2 Ferro rods, make a matching set, and we'll have kind of a matching set of knives. But both of these just, they throw a spark really well. And the edge of this guy I've used a bit, so I haven't resharpened this edge at all. And then same thing, the A2, just LT, and this is factory edge. LT just throws a super, super sharp spine. So again, highly recommend these. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Thanks.